Hi, everyone. Jonathan here.
And I'm Day Day, hitting the dusty American campaign trail.
In this lesson, we'll hear a conversation over the phone. You'll learn about the future real conditional and how to use it.
This conversation takes place between Dave and Sheila. Dave just got some very exciting news and is calling Sheila to tell her about it.
Dave is very excited, and since they are friends, they'll be speaking very casually.
Let's listen to the conversation.
Hey Sheila, big news.
What's up?
I just got a call from Oregon. My district is fairly conservative, but there's this very popular moderate Democratic businessman. He's going to try and unseat the incumbent representative in the fall.
Okay, so what does that have to do with you?
He called me up today and asked if I wanted to be his campaign manager.
What? Are you serious? Are you going to do it?
I don't know. If he wins, I will get to work in his office. But if he loses, I'll be completely unemployed.
Yeah, but that seems like such a great opportunity.
It is. If I do it, it will look great on my resume too. Anyhow, I have to get going.
Okay, when you get home, we will talk about this more. So Dave is going to move back to Oregon to work on a campaign?
Campaigns are big events in the United States. Unlike parliamentary systems, people vote for individual candidates rather than just parties.
So what does that mean?
Well, it means that if a candidate is well-liked and popular, he or she can win in a district that maybe does not share his or her political views strongly.
Oh, so it's about personality.
A big part is, and it's also about money. Campaigns spend millions of dollars organizing events, buying advertising time, calling voters, sending out information, and generally trying to sell their candidate to voters. The most effective campaigns start with appealing politicians, but they try and emphasize the candidate's strengths and minimize his or her weaknesses.
Sounds more like advertising and marketing than politics.
In a lot of ways it is.
Weird.
Anyhow, let's take a listen to the vocab for this lesson.
The first word we shall see is
District.
an administrative division of an area.
District. District.
Next is
Conservative.
on the right of the political spectrum, favors less government and traditional morals.
Conservative. Conservative.
Next we have
Moderate.
not extreme, towards the center.
Moderate. Moderate.
Next is
Incumbent.
currently serving, previously elected.
Incumbent. Incumbent.
Next we have
Campaign.
an effort to get elected to office by making speeches, meeting voters, and delivering a message about why the public should support you.
Campaign. Campaign.
Next is
Unemployed.
not working, without a job.
Unemployed. Unemployed.
Next we have
Opportunity.
a chance, a set of circumstances that makes it possible to do something.
Opportunity. Opportunity.
Next is
Resume.
a document detailing a person's professional experience.
Resume. Resume.
Let's take a closer look at some words and phrases from this lesson.
All right. The first phrase we have is
Incumbent, which means currently serving or previously elected.
in the dialogue, Dave said he is going to try and unseat the incumbent representative in the fall. Incumbent representatives have a very high chance of getting reelected. This means that it is quite difficult to unseat or defeat an incumbent. This can change, however, when there are large waves of popular sentiment against one side, like when Obama was elected president, or again in 2010 when the Republicans took control of the House of Representatives.
So, are you the incumbent host of Upper Intermediate Season 1?
I guess. No, I don't think I was ever elected.
But it is true that you are hard to get rid of.
Okay, let's take a look at the next word.
Campaign, which is an effort to get elected to political office.
Dave said, he called me up today and asked if I wanted to be his campaign manager. Every campaign needs a campaign manager. This individual is responsible for running the day-to-day operations of the campaign, such as the candidate schedule, ballot registration, media appearances, advertisements, and any aspect of his campaign. It is extremely important for any candidate to have a strong campaign manager in order to be effective.
Okay, so when I'm trying to get elected, I think you should be my campaign manager.
Well, I'm honored. I'm not sure how good I will be, though.
You'll do great.
Okay, well, as your campaign manager, I think we should do the grammar.
Yes, sir. The focus of this lesson is the future real conditional.
Sheila and Dave are talking about the job offer Dave got.
Dave says, I don't know. If he wins, I will get to work in his office. But if he loses, I will be completely unemployed.
Yeah, Dave has a big decision to make. If he accepts this job and his candidate wins, he will be rewarded with a great long-term job and good experience.
But if his candidate loses, then he will be unemployed and have nothing to show for it.
When we talk about future possibilities, it is very useful to use the future real conditional tense.
This tense is a bit misleading because we can use it to talk about hypothetical situations rather than concrete real events.
To use this tense, we use an if-when statement with a verb in simple present tense to indicate the condition.
After the condition, we make a simple future statement with the action that is the result.
I think it's easier to understand with some examples, though. Can you think of one for our listeners?
If I eat dinner out tonight, I will not make dinner at home.
What about one with when?
When they return to the United States, they will fly through London.
Great. We can also reverse the order and put the result in front of the condition. Can you show us some more examples?
Sure. For when, I will go home when the boss leaves the office.
And if?
He won't get on the train if it is too crowded.
It's important to remember the difference between if and when in these instances.
When we use if, we are talking more about an uncertain future.
When, on the other hand, is for when we are certain about the future and are just giving a reference of the time when you will do the action.
Can we see some examples from the dialogue and see when they are talking about hypothetical situations and when they are certain about the future?
Sounds like a great idea. Dave said, if he wins, I will get to work in his office.
Since he uses if, it must be hypothetical.
Right. What about this one? Dave said, but if he loses, I will be completely unemployed.
Again, I think this is hypothetical.
Yup, you're on a roll. One more. Sheila said, okay, when you get home, we will talk about this more.
This one is certain because she used when.
100% correct.
Thank you. I'm just trying to finish up quickly. When I finish this recording, I will get home.
I agree.
So, let's wrap this up.
Sounds good. Well, folks, that's all we have for this lesson. Hope to see you next lesson.
Bye for now.
Hey Sheila, big news.
What's up?
I just got a call from Oregon. My district is fairly conservative, but there's this very popular moderate Democratic businessman. He's going to try and unseat the incumbent representative in the fall.
Okay, so what does that have to do with you?
He called me up today and asked if I wanted to be his campaign manager.
What? Are you serious? Are you going to do it?
I don't know. If he wins, I will get to work in his office. But if he loses, They'll be completely unemployed.
Yeah, but that seems like such a great opportunity.
It is. If I do it, it will look great on my resume, too. Anyhow, I have to get going.
Okay, when you get home, we will talk about this more.